Hi guys! Today I'm talking about why this is the best time of year to be working on your business strategy. At Christmas, people tend to leave you alone and clients and customers tend to give you that breathing space that you can't get any other time in the year. If I take a holiday in September, I know that customers are still emailing me, they're still ringing me, they're still it's piling up, my Instagram's piling up, etc, etc. I know what I'm coming back to. Whereas at Christmas, there's like a universal appreciation of this quiet time and this stillness. You know, it's a time when we spend time with our families, we can reflect on the year, and we can start thinking about the new year and what's coming for the following 12 months. So if you can spend any time on strategy, this is definitely the best time because you've got that peace and that stillness and that sense of perspective. So I think that the best thing you can do is between Christmas and New Year, if you can, take extra time to journal around it, maybe write yourself an end of year letter to say what you've achieved and what you want for next year, and just take a snapshot of your life right now by writing yourself an end of year letter. It's a time to think about all the things that you have achieved, what you have done this year. You know, it's so easy to be hard on ourselves and think, I wish I'd done X, Y, and Z, rather than actually looking at what we have achieved and how far we've come. You know, I found myself beating myself up this year about stuff I've not done. But I launched 3 courses this year, wrote 100 letters to strangers, did 40 hours of free marketing calls to help businesses, joined 2 charities, wrote a 10,000 word ebook. You know, when you look at it and you really think this is what I've achieved, it's easy to miss those things and to think something you did in March can easily get forgotten by December. So taking that time to say, what have I done? What have I achieved? What worked? What didn't work? Be honest with yourself. And what do I want for 2021? How do I want to make things different? What do I want to bring into my life next year and have more of? And what do I want less of next year? You know, for me, I had a really tough year this year. I burnt out. And I burnt out because there were competing priorities and I took on too much because I stupidly thought I would be quiet this year because of the pandemic. So that's why I did charity work and did the 100 letter project and things like that, because I thought it would be a quiet year. As it happened, it went the other way. I've not had any time off this year, so I'm craving Christmas in a way that I never have before. This is going to be a time that I have as much calm as I can, obviously as much calm as you can have with 2 young children. It's a magical time for my family, but also a really mindful time for myself and a time to really think, what do I want to attract into my life next year? Where do I want to be next year? You know, I've already got ideas floating around of what I want next year to look like. I know I'm launching some big stuff next year, and I know that I'm planning some big stuff next year. So for me, it's thinking, how do I want to prioritise my time, and where do I want to be putting my focus, and where am I now in relation to the way I want my life to look, in relation to the future I want to create for myself. So if you can, spend some time this season, you know, in this last part of the year, really asking yourself these questions and sitting with yourself and maybe journaling around this and asking the big questions, you know, about where you want to be and what you want next year to look like, what you want your life to look like. You know, I think it's really powerful. And if you get a chance, write yourself a letter on New Year's Eve. I always write myself an end of year letter just to talk to myself about where I am and how I want things to look for 2021, where I want to be, you know, what I want my life to look like. I find that really powerful and I love to read it back every year when I write the next one. Have a lovely Christmas, everyone. If you are taking up a journaling practice this festive season, be sure to check out my competition on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram at The Feral Writer, and the competition ends on Christmas Eve. You can win a luxury personalised journal. Here's some that you could win. There's lots. Or a wellness journal, like this one, or a happiness planner. Your choice. These are all personalised. They can say anything that you want them to say. You can win your choice of a luxury journal, plus access to my 30-day journaling course. I've got 3 winners and I'm picking on Christmas Eve, so do head over to Instagram to win. Have a lovely Christmas and New Year, and I'll see you in 2021.